He told me it would only be for a little while. You know, we would make all this money and buy a house.
It's a topic we hear about often, and for some, it's a topic we don't realize is happening in our own backyard. The HUB Muskoka hosted the talk on human trafficking Tuesday. There aren't any public stats on how much it's happening here in Muskoka, but guest speaker Samantha Ward says it is definitely happening.
We know that it's happening here in Muskoka. I think one of the biggest pieces that people forget is that we don't need to be looking for venues where the exploitation is occurring. What we need to be focusing on is our young people who are being recruited from here in Muskoka or northern Simcoe County and being recruited and taken to, let's say, Toronto or to Niagara Falls. Handfuls of young people, 16, 17, 18 years old, where they're being recruited within high schools. They're being recruited out of their own communities. And we know statistically that there doesn't even have to be movement out of your community to be trafficked. You can be trafficked within your own home.
Victims of human trafficking tend to be girls, although not always. Ward says it may be difficult to identify who may be a victim, but there are red flags you can watch out for.
Particularly when we're talking about young people, one of the biggest things that we can be watching for is youth who have a lot of really expensive items, so really nice clothing or purses, jewelry, extra cell phones, but they don't have a job or employment that's going to meet the financial base to allow them to have those things. That is a huge red flag. If we're seeing young people out in the community and they're not dressed properly for the weather, that could potentially be another red flag indicator that we can be watching for.
Brad Rose attended the talk. Rose works with youth in the community and says he was shocked to hear human trafficking is a local problem.
I kind of think, oh, that's in Toronto or that's in Vancouver. That doesn't exist in Muskoka. It's kind of a safe place here. There's no way that goes on. But I think as I thought about it and just some of the things that I observed through my work with youth, just kind of the very real issue of this and how important it is for us to kind of speak up and get informed and gain some knowledge about it.
If you didn't get a chance to see this talk, the HUB Muskoka has the file on their Facebook page. Ward says there are resources out there to help you learn more about human trafficking and how you can help.
MCIS language services. They have a wonderful online human trafficking training. BC's OCTIP, or Office to Combat Trafficking in Persons. They also have a really great online training that discusses all of those red flags, all of those indicators that we can be watching for. And a lot of those trainings also include what those local resources are in your area, whether you're here in Muskoka or you're across Ontario.